Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Mucker671, good to see you here. So finally I've decided to do the paste video in my kitchen. I would have done it beside the riverbank, that's what I really wanted to do, or maybe on the campsite, but we're stuck with the kitchen I'm afraid. So anyway, right, here we go. So what I do, I've got one of the most important things I think is obviously is the high oil trout pellet. If you can get the smallest ones possible, you want sort of 3mm, 4mm, that's something like that, no bigger, because it's much easier to blend. And I add just a few boilies into the mix. And these, very important, I really do like these, and that's the high oil crab trout pellet as well. Really good, breaks down at in a different sort of speed to the main trout pellet here, so I'll explain that later. If you've probably seen in some of my previous videos on the River Thames fishing how cheap it is to actually go away fishing with things like this. I mean, there's a pint of trout pellet there which is blended. There's also a little bit of swim stim betaine, and if the paste isn't quite sticky enough, I always take a little bit of PV1 binder with me just to add a little bit to make it a bit stickier, because sometimes, depending on the weather, the heat, the cold, how moist the air is, that type of thing, it changes. So it's nice just to have a little bit of this beside you, just to sort of tune things up a little bit, you know. So what I do, here we go. This is the ground, very finely ground trout pellet and boilie and the crab mix, but also I've added a little bit of ground bait, but I've used a method mix ground bait in here. That's what I normally use. So I'll do like a pint, I'll do like 2 pints of maggots, and I'll do sort of a quarter to a third of a pint, about quarter of a pint to a third of a pint of your method mix. You know, nice heavily seeded stuff is really what you want, something nice and chunky. Sometimes you don't need your PV1 and you don't need your swim stim either. So and this is what it looks like when it's blended very fine. Now if you can use, I'm not sure if you can see here, I'll pick some out. There we go, I'll just do that, and here it's disappeared. There you go, it's little tiny chunks. There you go, it's not the best view, but there we go. Little tiny chunks mixed in, can you see that? That's unblended trout pellet, it's stuff that hasn't quite blended properly. You've got bits of seed in there, there's all sorts of different things. So I like that because it breaks down the paste quite a lot. So I mean, if you want to see the paste being used, I've got lots of videos on the River Thames at the moment, a series of 14 on the free fishing side of things and my belly boat. This is all I used. I really wasn't prepared for anything else because I only had 4.5 days of fishing, and they were only in the afternoon. So it's about a total of about 26 hours in total I've done on the Thames. But yeah, so what I do, I'll show you what I do. I do the honours on this. I boil the kettle. I'll move these out of the way. These are just an example. Let's boil the kettle. Another tip, very useful tip. Heavy spoon. Use something that's really thick, really heavy, because it is actually quite a chunky sort of thing to deal with once it's being mixed, you know. So here we go. What I do, make sure it's really boiling. Just pour it in very slowly, like that. Give it a bit of a, can you see how it's dry underneath? So what you want to do is absorb all that. I'm going to need quite a lot more than that, so I reboil. I keep reboiling every single time I pour. Get nice and hot. It takes a lot of water, because don't forget we've added ground bait to it as well. So this is high oil trout pellet I'm using as well. Make sure it's the dark stuff, high oil. I mix it up nicely. It doesn't look very good, but you can see how much water it takes. So I'm going to give another boil. Most important, keep it as hot as possible. So here we go. Nice bit at a time, and it'll start to sort of just get a little bit gloopy, and then you add a little bit more, and then you leave it. So here we go. Can you see this? This feels actually quite pasty already, doesn't it? Well, that doesn't matter. You will have to add more water at some point. So I just like to add a little bit more, and then what I do, I leave it to cool down. Once I'm happy with what I think, it's always going to be a bit soggier when it's hot, because the fats in the trout pellet and the oils and everything like that, they're all very loose at the moment, very thin and runny. So, but as soon as that trout pellet starts to cool down, it'll start thickening up. Here we go. So what I'll do is I'll scoop a bit out. You can probably see that. It looks a bit like dog meat, doesn't it? Yeah, you can see the ground up. Can you see the red in there? I don't know if you can see that with focus. But there we go. So that's the high oil ground bait, trap pellet, sorry, and that will break down slightly slower, slightly quicker than the high oil normal trap pellet. You know, the crabby stuff's very good for that. So can you see here? Look, there we go. It's quite a simple thing. You can use any ground bait. You can put flavourings in, do whatever you want with this. So personally, I just leave it as it is. There's crushed up boilie in here, like I said earlier. So I add some sort of, you can add fruity boilies. That's a squid boilie. I just add a little bit of both, just to sort of ring the changes a little bit there. So what I do, sort of flatten it off again very quickly. Just flatten it off so you know roughly what you're dealing with and how much you're dealing with. Now look at that. Now that's quite a nice paste there. You saw how much water I put in. It took me 3 attempts. I guarantee you, once you pop the lid back on, so let's pop the lid back on this for a moment. There you go. So what I do now, pop the lid on, leave it. I don't touch it at all. Just leave it to sort of settle. And in theory, that should be enough to use as it is. So this is what we've done just now. It hasn't cooled down completely, but I will actually do a Blue Peter moment here, okay, and show you what it's like once it's done. Now, if you really want to see in detail about the rigs and the methods I use, that type of thing, like I say, I have 14 videos at the moment, a series of 14 episodes on the River Thames, doing all the free stretches, trying to catch a massive whopper, you know, a barbel or a carp, that type of thing. So if you'd like to see that, it's in 4K, a really good quality, you know. I'm learning, I'm getting better. So I'll be doing some free fishing videos as well. I've got a couple coming up. In the next few days, I'm going to go out filming up the River Thames again. So I found a couple of nice spots. But here we go. This is your paste. That's it. Look, you know, if you find when you get to the bank, it's like, oh, it's not sticking together properly, that sort of thing. Just, you can add a little bit of water if you think it's not quite moist enough, that type of thing. But you may find it's just cold. So a big tip here is when you get your stuff, if you do find it's a bit like a winter's day and it's really cold, just keep kneading it. Just keep kneading it, just like dough. Just keep kneading it, and what it does, that will impart a bit of warmth from your hand to the paste, but it also stretches the, I don't know what you'd call it, the fibrous nature of all of the makeup of the actual paste itself, you know, the oils and stuff like that. So see, now it's got looser now. It's got quite a lot looser. So sometimes you don't want to do that, but once it's on the once it's around your weight, wrapped around your weight, I wrap mine completely around a boilie as well, so it's like 2 big lumps of bait on the end. And literally, if you find it's not sticking together properly, even after you've tried little tricks here and there, pop it in the water, hanging off your rod, leave it in there for a minute in the cold water, and this will go as hard as nails, and then you can cast it where you like if you're doing some long casting, that type of thing. I'll leave all the links in the description for you on my belly boating escapades and stuff. I've got lots more information in the comment section below on the belly boat and the motor and stuff, that type of thing, all the gear I use. I'll leave a link for the free fishing side of things if you want to see me actually using this paste. I absolutely love it. I bag up on the River Wye, and on a good day, when the River Thames is fishing well, I bag up on the River Thames as well with this. I take it everywhere I go. Absolutely everywhere I go. I love it. It's that whole lot is about 12 quid's worth, and that'll last you 3 days fishing. You know, in the winter, that's 3 or 4 days fishing there. In the summer, if you're bagging up, it's a couple of days fishing. So 6 quid for 2 days. You can't beat it. Free fishing, free parking. Check me out. I've got loads of videos on that with great access where you can sort of park the car up, open up the boot, and just start fishing, you know. So check me out, Mucker671 on YouTube.